All right, chat, we're doing it. It's another season of Toronto Maple Leafs hockey. And yeah, for those of you that aren't just tuning in, you will know that we have optimized this lineup to the best of our abilities. And hopefully it will lead to some success. Please. The lines for this season, of course, we set up last night, kept them the same way. The defense, even though it's a -3 on the third pairing, I don't really care. We're still going to try it. The big thing is, fully went through, optimized the power play lines as best as possible, including on the second power play, putting Sam Dickinson's large ass in front of goal, a la Zdeno Chara, and having Logan Cooley on the point, which I feel like could work out pretty well. We optimized the 4-man power plays. We optimized the penalty kill. We made sure that the shootout lines are good and that the proper players are actually going to be taking the shots. We have done everything we can. It's now just up to the team to please God in heaven just make it out of the second round at this point. My God. My God. And again, the AHL squad also very, very well set up. A lot of good potentials. We'll see what kind of player development we get for this season. The only aspect of the team, it's the same thing as last night that I was unsure about. It's just Hartman. I can't wait for this kid to be playing. But Darnell Nurse is going to have his spot for the season. And then Cam will take over on defense next year. So, Lume being the only guy with that X Factor saddens me. I can give him one. I'll give him, like, Relentless or some shit. No, I won't. But we are as ready to go as we're going to be. Goalie coach is coming in. Our scouts are optimized. Is this the year? We won over 50 games last year, only to lose in the second round of the playoffs. Contract-wise, we're set up. Darnell Nurse and Mika Zibanejad brought in are the only UFAs because we kept Logan Cooley. Something has to go our way eventually. Now, we also re-signed Matvei Michkov. The game has named him captain. I don't feel great about that, even though he is good in the playoffs. In terms of the leadership for this season, there's some good options, but I am giving the letters to the 3 players I have the most confidence in. Macias Kuba, Evan Bouchard, and your new captain, Cam York. He's earned it. He deserves it. And Cam York takes over from Morgan Riley as captain of the Toronto incorrect helmet and glove color Maple Leafs. Because EA still hasn't fixed that. But Cam York is your Capitan. I don't think Riley retired. He didn't retire. He just didn't want to come back. It would have cost us about $3 million plus. Please tell me they're fixing that. I hope so. I hope so. Why am I typing Cam York? I want the Morgan Riley. Did I spell it? Oh, God. He is the I before E. I was thinking of Ryan O'Reilly. Pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. Morgan signed with Washington. Bless him. Bless him. Yeah, Cam York is going to be our new captain. And damn it, he is going to lead this team. I before C, except after C, except if your name is Ryan O'Reilly. And yeah, we don't have morale on, so I don't know for sure who's the best fit as captain. So it is going to be Cam York. Cam York. We take on, surprise, surprise, the Ottawa Senators to start off our season. In terms of our ratings for the year, 97, 90, and an 87. Probably way too good to actually accomplish anything, huh? That's the guess. That's the expectation. Why does Sanderson have a long face? Why do you have a long face? Did you ever think about that? Also, again, we only have 2 goalies this year, so we won't be able to make it through the regular season a little bit more quickly as compared to last season when we were rotating out 3 goaltenders. Looks like Salesman from Wind Waker. Oof. 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 Crazy. 7-1-0 to start the season. Captain Cam. I salute you, sir. Captain Cam York. 17 points in 8 games. We made the right choice there. We made the right choice. Dickinson, 7 points, a +6. York's playing 24.5 minutes a game. How many of those points are on the power play? Only 3 of them. 2 out of his 3 goals are on the power play, too. That's pretty surprising. It is early, though. It is early. We'll sim another month before doing a full look through of the stats, because obviously super small sample size, just 8 games played so far this season, and we will see what happens as Bjorn Schultz in the AHL picks up an injury. Let's see. Mika Lume out with a sore shoulder, so Topi Aroni will fill in for him. Expected to be a weaker draft class. Esteban Pritchett hurt in the AHL. And Schultz is back. Give me a second here. Give me a second. All right, definitely didn't type anything to EA about the glove colors. Definitely didn't. So let's go over Gustavs Afanaganov. I know it's Afanaganov. We'll bring him back. All right, 9-7 over the Ducks. And on December 1st of 2030, the Toronto Maple Leafs are 19-3-0. Led in scoring by Mike Misa. He's graduated from Michael. Let's take a look. Machis Kuba, 16 points, a +10 in 22 games. Michael Misa, 31 points, of course. Michkov with the 19 points. 16 goals already for Ullman without power play time, which is insane. Cooley 21 points in 22. Salmon in 21 points in 22. Jaden Perry on the 3rd line and the 2nd power play. Yeah, 3 of his 15 points on the power play. He's looking good. Topi Roni has not done much on his limited sample size, filling in due to injury. Derek Weeks has been okay. Again, we don't expect him to be an offensive force. The Terror from Tampere is living up to that namesake. 39 penalty minutes already on the season, which goddamn. 10 points on the year for Mika and 9 for Gordy Clapperton. You got Dickinson, Derp. What's going on? 19 points and a +20 and 28 points and a +19. Still no penalties taken for Cam York. 4 points for the offensive defenseman, Alec Carpenter, but again, no power play time for him. Bouchard, point per game, +16. Darnell Nurse has 21 points in 22 games. 6 points on the power play. And again, at the end of the regular season, come playoff time, we'll be making this switch. But Carpenter needs the extra playing time to try to further develop. And then Panay, 5 points and a +6. So again, that -3 isn't really affecting them at all. Goalie-wise, Harenstam, 924 and a 913 for Carson Barneson. Again, Mika Lume had 6 points in 17 games before his injury. And we still got Matt Murray and Jake McCabe, if need be. Let them cook. Let them cook. Still, it's only December. It's only December. We can't get our hopes up too much. It is only December, and the Stanley Cup is not won until June. Let's get Mika Lume back in there. Cass and Banison. Much better than that fucking Tuukka Rask, I'll tell you that. Esteban Pritchett. What position do you play? You're forward, right? Yeah. Denny was in the lineup for you. Let's get Pritchett back in there. We do have some depth guys as well who are half decent that could be called up if necessary. Timo Blomqvist hurt in the AHL. And we got depth for the Marlies, though, too, so we're not too concerned. And Timo is already ready to come back. There's a right wing, which means we'll take out Denis. I'm glad Mark Denis is getting a chance to play, which is good. Paulie, what's up? What's up? What's up? God, maybe I should have even optimized the 4-on-4 lines, huh? 36-0 as of January 1st, 2031. The Toronto Maple Leafs on 60 points before the halfway point of the season. Cam York, oh captain, my captain, looking great right now. Looking phenomenal. Never go off of CPU lines again. Apparently, Matches Kuba, 25 points in 36 games so far. Not bad. Michael Misa's looking very, very strong. Over point per game. And Matvei Michkov. Again, we know regular season-wise, he's not worth $12 million. It's just, can he continue to be worth $12 million come playoff time? Which so far in his career, he absolutely has been worth that amount of money. Ullman, oh my God. Again, without power play time for Ullman, he has been fantastic. Logan Cooley starting to look like the player that I was hoping we were getting. Salmonen looking pretty good as well, plus 29. Jaden Perry looks outstanding. Mika Lume still looking very good as a plus 19. I mean, this team... 2 points now for Tero Kieskinen. This team is clicking. They really are. Even Mika Zibanejad in that depth role working out very well. Dickinson looks great. We know Cam York looks great. 8 points plus 28 for Carpenter. 38 points for Evan Bouchard. Darnell Nurse on 29 and 36. 8 points for Morgan Panayi. Goalie-wise, Barneson, a 927 with a 198 goals against average, 23-3-0. Carson Barneson. AJ did not. Harenstam with a 911. 7-3-0. Damn. But it's only January. It's only January. It just doesn't matter yet. The Boston Bruins, right there in mind, aren't they? It's way too early. All right. Kieskinen is a grinder, yeah. He sure is. Alan Garvin with the Marlies picks up an injury. Concussion. A mild concussion. There's no such thing. Spencer Jenner also gets rocked. Couple losses for the Marlies here. Offenoganov, we got to get you out of there for Garvin. Bjorn Schultz gets injured in the AHL. Jesus, the AHL injuries right now. The Marlies are 23-13-2, by the way. So they are looking pretty good as well. Spencer Boone Jenner is back. Let's get Denis out of there for him. Kuba up to an 89. Again, went franchise in the offseason, which is insane. Goodness. 2 games left in January. Bjorn Schultz is now healthy. We'll get Offenoghanov out of there. What's Alexandrov's potential? Medium elite. He is 20 years old, though, so he might be on the way out in terms of trade bait at some point in the future. Final game of January, a 4-0 win over the Devils. 39-9-0. As of February 1st, 78 points in 48 games. Whoo! The fucking Coyotes are the only other team in... we're destined for it. We are destined for a Toronto-Arizona Cup final. It's destiny. Austin Matthews, 3-time Cup winner with the Coyotes, meeting his old team in the final and probably beating us. It's fucking destiny. Look at the goals for per game. Look at these two teams. Look at them, for fuck's sake. They're insane. It's just our defense is a hell of a lot better. We've allowed 23 less goals. We don't have a single forward over a point per game, but the depth scoring is insane. Like, really, the depth scoring is out of control. We already have 3 20-goal scorers. Ullman has 24 goals without power play time. Defensively is where it gets goddamn silly. 4 defenders with at least 30 points. 2 defenders over a point per game. And most of their offense for Bouchard and York, 5-on-5. Which is insane. What did I miss after I left last night? We choked in the playoffs again. Barneson's 29-5-0 with 5 shutouts and a .930 save percentage. Around the league, Jesper Bratt leading the way. You got Bedard, Matthews, Keller, of course, Arizona's well represented. Leading goal scorer for forwards, Connor Bedard. Only David Pasternak above 40. We'll look at the fight leader in a minute. Defensively, Owen Power, who, of course, at one time I tried to acquire, but York and Bouchard are also up there. Aaron Ekblad has 28 goals, 4 assists. Jesus. Goalie-wise, the winningest is Barneson. Shutout-wise, Drew Comesso right now. Save percentage-wise, it's Dustin Robertson and Carson Barneson. And rookie race, Jalen Quincy in San Jose. Is Nashville playing Ekblad at forward? Honestly, we'll look in a second. Fight leader, by the way. Keiskinen only has 9 fights, so he's actually just taking a lot of penalties. Which is kind of funny, but also not great for us. Not great for us. Let's take a look, actually. I'm sure Nashville's playing... yeah, they're playing... Oh, so see, yeah, Ekblad's playing with Shea Theodore. And these two are cheat codes. So, it all makes sense. Marley's, by the way, 25, 14, and 2. Not bad at all. Here we go. February of 2031. February of 2031. I left we were going into the session, left for Ishel, same season. The next season, Herms. Yeah, so if you left, hey, Sean Monahan on waivers. If you left last night and we were in the preseason, then yeah, I didn't sim. This is that season. So, Sean Monahan. Honestly, not a bad depth pickup. Let's bring in Sean Monahan. He can help the Marlies in the playoffs. Apparently, Matches Kuba was hurt. We just beat the Coyotes 4-1. Couple more losses here and there, including our first ever overtime loss. Not first ever, but our first of the season. 46-12-1. 93 points in 59 games. It's just us and the Coyotes. Jesus Christ. This is insane. Like, this should, the top two, just make that the Stanley Cup final right now. Do it. Do it. It's meant to be. They're leading the Central. Oh my God. They have 9 more wins than the Blues already. And obviously for us in the Atlantic, we have 14 more wins than the Ottawa Senators. Jesus. This is outrageous. We still don't have a single point per game forward, but we do have 5 guys with at least 43 points. Lowest scorers, Kieskinen. Everyone else has at least 22 points. That's a regular fixture in the lineup. 4 23 goal scorers or more. And then Cam York and Evan Bouchard, Dickinson and Nurse. I mean, there's no doubt, like, the risk to bring in Darnell Nurse and stunt that other guy's development was fucking worth it. I doubt we even stunt his development. And then goalie-wise, yeah, Barneson, 33-7-1, 5 shutouts, a .924 save percentage. The trade deadline's coming up. The temptation will be immense. The temptation will be immense. The temptation to sign Hartman as a depth option is immense because he is running the show in the WHL. At the same time, we have 1.4 million in cap space. Roloff's going to be coming in from Saskatoon as well. Probably to the AHL, maybe to the NHL next year. I really do want to sign Hartman, but I think it is probably best to just leave him as it is. What the hell are we going to do with this deadline? Final game before then is against Nashville. We win 5-3. Marley's 30-19-4, so we got plenty of depth there because we're not even running the strongest lineup that we can with the Marlies. This is either going to be one of the more interesting deadlines we've had, or this is going to be boring as all hell.